Xin chào. Hello. Let's read this interesting book, Cecily G and the Nine Monkeys by H.R. Ray. A book belonging to a Trumpet Club Special Edition. I really like this book. I hope you do like it as well. Now let's begin. This is the first page to introduce about all of the monkeys, and let's begin with this page. Here are the names of the 9 monkeys in this book: Mother Pamplemousse and Baby Ginny, Curious George, who was clever too, James, who was good, Johnny, who was brave, Arthur, who was kind, David, who was strong, and Bunch and Judy, the twins. Now let's focus on this giraffe. This is Cecily G. Her whole name is Cecily Giraffe, but she is called Cecily G or just plain Cecily for short. One day she was very sad because all her family and all her friends had been taken away to a zoo. Cecily G was all alone. She began to cry because she wanted someone to play with. Now, in another place, lived a mother monkey called Mother Pamplemousse and 8 little monkeys. They were sad too because some woodcutters had cut down all the trees in their forest, and monkeys have to have trees to live in. One of the little monkeys was called Curious George. He was a clever monkey. He said, "We must pack up at once and go on a journey to find a new home." So they did. They walked and they walked and they walked until they came to the bank of a deep river. They couldn't get across, and there wasn't any way around. They didn't know what to do. Suddenly, Ginny, the baby monkey, pointed across to the other bank. There stood Cecily Giraffe. When she saw the monkeys, she stopped crying. "Do you want to get across?" she said. "Yes, yes," they cried. "Step back then," called Cecily G. Whoop! With one big jump, Cecily's front feet landed on the monkey's side of the bank, and then she stood still. Look at what the picture shows. Look really nice. Love it. Curious George was the first to see that Cecily had made herself into a bridge. He ran across. Then came Johnny, who was a brave monkey. Then all the others, one by one. "Thank you, dear Giraffe," shouted George. "And please put your head down a little so that we can talk to you without shouting. That's better. What is your name, and why are you sad?" "My name is Cecily Giraffe, and I am unhappy because I hasn't anyone to play with. Why are you sad?" "We are sad," said George, "because we hasn't anywhere to live." That's a very interesting conversation between the monkeys and the giraffe. Let's continue the story. "Then why don't you stay with me for a while?" said Cecily. "My house is empty now." "We'd love to," cried all the monkeys at once. "Good," said Cecily, and she smiled for the first time that day. "Now it is bedtime. I'll show you your room, and tomorrow we'll have some lovely games." So she tucked all the 9 monkeys into one giraffe bed, and in a few minutes they were fast asleep. Look at the long giraffe bed. It's very nice for all of the monkeys there. Next morning, after a good night's sleep and a big breakfast, Cecily G said, "Now let's play seesaw. James, you sit on my back." James was a very good monkey and usually had first turn. "Chop, you climb on my head, and you, Johnny, sit on my hind feet. That's the way." Now they both have somewhere to live and someone to play with. What a nice story again. Now they cried, "Off we go." Cecily stood up on her front legs. Up, down, up, down, up, down went the seesaw. After a while, Cecily stopped and took on another load. Everyone had a turn, but baby Jeannie got so excited that Mother Bamboo Mouse was afraid she would fall off. She had to climb down and give her place to James, who got an extra ride. Jeannie cried a little, but Arthur, who was very kind, dried her tears and told her that he had an idea for another game that she could play better. So Arthur whispered something to all the other monkeys. They burst into the house where they had left their belongings, and in a minute they were back with their skis. "But there isn't any snow for skis," said Cecily G. What's next? I wonder. I love all of the pictures, so I hope you have the same feelings when you look at these pictures of the monkeys playful together with the giraffe so happily. Oh wow, look at how they use the skis with the giraffe neck. Oh, so creative, right? Now let's begin our reading again. "Please," said George, "be so kind as to stretch your neck so I can tie your head to the top of that palm tree over there." "I'll be glad to," said Cecily, and she did. Then all the monkeys put on their skis, climbed the tree, and slid down Cecily's back over and over again. Brave Johnny even did stunts. When he jumped, he seemed to be flying. After a while, Cecily's neck got tired, but she was having such a good time that she hardly noticed. "You are a wonderful skier, Johnny," she said. Johnny was so pleased he tried a specially high jump, and bum, down he fell, flat on his nose. Mother Bamboo Nose ran to pick him up. "I think it's time to play something else," she said. "Let's find a game that Cecily can play too." What's a good idea from the mother? Let's see what is the next game. "Yes, yes," cried all the monkeys. Johnny thought very hard, because he was such a good monkey that he wanted Cecily to be sure and have fun too. All at once, he had a wonderful idea. "We'll make some stilts for Cecily G," he cried. Johnny and David, who was a very strong monkey, cut down 2 palm trees. The twins, Bunch and Judy, did the sawing. James hammered the nails, and hammer sawing right here, cutting the tree right here. They are very collaborative, working together nicely. And George, the monkey, watched and gave advice. When the stilts were done, he proudly carried them to Cecily G and showed her how to use them. Cecily Giraffe was terribly excited. All the monkeys helped, and up, up, up she went, right into the sky. Ooh, can you imagine a giraffe with the stilts? Let's see. Wow, she's so tall that she cannot be right in this page. So high, the page isn't big enough to show all of her. And it was very hot the next day, and they all thought it would be just the thing to go to the seashore. After a short walk, they came to the beach, and Mother Pamplemousse thought it would be nice to have a swim before lunch. But Johnny had been thinking. He asked Cecily to put down her head so that he could whisper in her ear. Can you guess what she said? He wanted Cecily to be a... What is it? Are you curious? Let's see. What is it, okay? Turn to the next page. Sailboat! Sailboat! Wow, that's amazing. And so Cecily made herself into a sailboat. Johnny was captain. He shouted orders and pulled the ropes. Not so hard, not so hard, cried Cecily, but she was too late. Why she was too late? Let's see. Over they went into the water. Quick, quick, climb on my back, called Cecily Giraffe when Johnny cried for help. In a minute, they were safe on the beach, but Cecily was so wet and cold, they decided to take off her skin and hang it in the sun to dry. Wow, can you hang your skin like the giraffe? No, 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 skin is not clothes, right, everyone? But it's a story, so it's okay here. Let's begin the next conversation. It is quite complicated to be a giraffe, said Bunch to Judy as they brought Cecily the clothespins. Now you can see the skin will hang up so it can dry, while a giraffe has something to cover her up. That's a nice idea. Let's see. Cecily Giraffe had hardly gotten her skin back on again when a big black cloud came up and hit the sun. Oh, oh, it's going to rain, cried the monkeys. Off they rushed, and back they came, 1, 2, 1, 2, carrying the umbrellas on their shoulders. But the rain didn't start at once, and James thought it would be fun to use the umbrellas for a new game. He called it parachute jumping. Each monkey, one at a time, climbed up on Cecily's head, like this, you see, opened his umbrella and jumped off. Ooh, was a wonderful game to play. It may be dangerous though, don't try it, okay? If you're not a monkey, you cannot do it like the monkeys. Down they floated. It was such fun. They did it hundreds of times. Wow, they had so much playtime. What's next? On went well until, all of a sudden, Curious George tipped his umbrella sideways to see something, and thump down he fell. When he looked at his broken umbrella, he sat down on the ground to cry. The monkey crying because his umbrella is broken now. And just at that moment, the rain started. Poor George! Great splashing drops began to fall all around him. Quick, quick, climb up my neck, George, said Cecily. Wow, look at what's next. George climbed up and up until he was in the sunshine again, high above the grand cloud. Is this possibly true? No, it cannot be true in real life because even though giraffe is really high and tall, she cannot be that tall in real life. But whatever, this is not a real life story, right? It's just a story for young children. And in this story, the giraffe is really high, so it can help George welcome the sun again, while below that there are drops of rains. Interesting. What's next, everyone? Grand concert today. That's the side of this panels. All week long, Cecily and her new friends had great fun. When Sunday came, Cecily was so happy she decided to give a concert to celebrate. The monkey thought it's a splendid idea. Arthur made up a nice song for them all to sing together, and George promised to play on the harp. At last they were greeting, and George was just starting them up when someone cried, "Look at the harp! So interesting! We can do everything with the giraffe here." But remember, someone cried. So let's see why that happened, okay? Fire! Fire! Cecily's house is burning! The concert stopped almost before it started, but no one knew what to do to put out the fire. If only we had a ladder, we could throw water on the flames, cried Mother Pamplemousse. I know what to do, said James. There's a pump near the house and a hose, and Cecily can be the ladder. Bunch and Judy were the pump, and George climbed up to turn the hose on the fire. James stood on Cecily's back to guide the hose up to George. They are so collaborative. They're working together to put out the fire to save the house for the giraffe and for all of them as well. Remember, they are living together now. What a wonderful effort. Now we're approaching the end here. In a minute, the fire was out and Cecily's house was saved. Cecily looked at the wet little monkeys and said, "Dear new friends, I don't know how to thank you. Would you like to stay with me always? It would make me very happy." "Oh, Cecily G!" cried Mother Pamplemousse, "Baby Ginny, Curious George, brave Johnny, good little James, kind Arthur, strong David, and the twins Bunch and Judy, all together. We'll stay with you forever and ever. And now let's finish our concert." So they took hold of hands, danced round in a ring, and sang Arthur's song as loud as they could sing. Wow, that's the end of this story, everyone. Thank you for reading with me. I hope you enjoy the story, the reading, and the pictures. Bye. See you later.